Hello everyone, Constitutionalist Libertarian here, and today we're taking a look at an article from Buzzfeed News that was published on July 19th. These state attorneys are demanding Betsy DeVos keep campus rape rules in place. Democratic state attorneys sent the letter days after the education secretary signaled she was open to rolling back Obama-era directives on how schools handle sexual assault reports. That's simply un-American, one said. Well, here's the thing. The Obama-era reports are feminazi-inspired critical theory bullshit that if a woman says she was raped, you automatically believe she was raped, regardless of the proof, and that the other guy, the guy being accused is a rapist. Even if proof shows otherwise, she was raped. That's basically what these Obama-era rules bring about. All right. They literally take the environment of it's the burden of proof of the accuser and the state and flip that around to where it's the other way around and the accused has to prove that they didn't rape them. And in a situation like that, especially with such a severe crime that it is, and the fact of the stigma of just being accused is so severe, you can't not only have the stigma fuck them, but also fuck them on the note of burden of proof. I mean, that's not how our society was set up. But this beta male fucking cuck, little piece of shit fucking hipster fucking scumbag Tyler here has got no fucking clue about shit. Because you know why? He's still sucking on his mommy's teat, probably living off of his parents. Yeah, so because this guy's clueless, I mean, just look at this fucking shit. The top prosecutors for 19 states in the District of Columbia sent a letter on Wednesday to U.S. Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos demanding she keep Obama-era campus rape rules in place. Why? Because they violate due process and make their jobs easier to fill for-profit prisons and to basically demonize men and to keep their numbers looking good, because these are the type of people that go, look, we've gotten all these rapists off the street, we got this, and they use that to get reelected. I mean, that's basically what I see with this. The 20 attorney generals, all Democrats, which should give you a fucking clue, said they worried DeVos would rush through reforms undermining protections for rape victims in college. You mean protections that go above and beyond the actual fact of law, because they create an environment where they can just accuse someone and that person's fucked regardless. I mean, just look at Mattress Girl for an example of that. God, I wish I could fucking remember this other chick. I wish I could remember the exact fucking college and stuff like that. This chick, less drunk than the guy, mind you, takes him back to her dorm room, blows him, then has regrets after the fact and says that he raped her. So that's the type of shit that we're talking about here, giving protections to. Women who are doing shit like that. It's regret sex, but meaning regret after the fact sex. Let's be clear about that. And you've got feminists pushing this bullshit fucking narrative of 1 in 4 and 1 in 3 women are raped in college. Well, if that's the case, you are more likely as a woman to get raped on a college campus than a fucking pedophile is likely to get raped in prison. Or anyone raped in prison for that matter. And they're doing this is to attack DeVos. because, oh, she was appointed by President Trump, and yeah, so we're basically going to try to make her look bad, and yeah, fuck the actual people that this has an effect on. I mean, because look at this. So, New Mexico Attorney General Hector Balderas said DeVos has taken a reckless approach to governing. What? Wait a minute. Reckless approach? What? By rolling things back to where due process of law fucking prevailed? You should know that was the case. I mean, you're a fucking Attorney General, Hector. And that rolling back mandates put in place under the Obama administration would put students in danger. How? The rape culture thing was completely proved bullshit. How does this put them in danger? It doesn't. Things are no different than before these bullshit fucking protections. It is consistent with the new Trump policies where they are really leaving vulnerable populations to fend for themselves. No. That's bullshit. That's complete bullshit. And that's simply un-American. Balderas, the letters... Okay. So, basically, the fucking Mexican fucking Attorney General is upset that all the money going to fucking illegals has been cut. So he basically jumped on this fucking bandwagon. That's how I'm reading this fucking shit. When he's put, they are really leaving vulnerable populations to fend for themselves. Yeah, because when you got illegals fucking, you know, making a shit ton of money doing fucking jobs off the books, okay, which Steven Crowder just proved this when he actually went to an area, and you had them saying that they would do, you know, for hundreds of dollars, do 4, 5, 6 hours of work, you know, several $100s for it. That says a lot. So give them a bunch of free shit. So this asshole's just upset about they're no longer going to get free shit. I mean, this isn't about the rape victims to him. Actual victims, I should say. This is about fucking, well, we didn't get what we wanted, so we're going to be assholes. That's what that fucking is. DeVos is considering changes to how the department enforces the gender equality law, Title IX, as it pertains to school responses to sexual assault reports. Oh. So they wanted to go back to where it was actually legitimately equally fucking enforced. Oh, okay, so they want to go back to how it was when shit was actually legit. That's why you're upset. Last week, she and Candace Jackson, the department's top civil rights official, met with rape survivors, students accused of assault, and attorneys to discuss sexual violence on campus. One of those meetings included members of a men's rights group, outraging victims, advocates, and Democratic lawmakers. Okay, why shouldn't men's rights groups... I mean, don't you make it sound like these men's rights groups shouldn't be there. I mean, that's kind of the tone you're laying out here. Why? Because heaven forbid men get equal fucking representation. Oh, that's right. We get this critical theory of patriarchy fucking, you know, 1/4 of women are raped on campus fucking bullshit. John Shapiro, Pennsylvania's Attorney General who organized the letter, told BuzzFeed News the signatories were prepared to take legal action to ensure that Title IX protections stay in place. They're fucking regulations, asshole. And it's actually how they're interpreted is what was changed. So, okay, you want to keep the leftist, jaded, rose-colored glass... Well, rose-colored glasses is like a positive thing. But the fucking beer-goggled version... I mean, because where drunk sex is regret sex and regret sex is rape, that's an appropriate analogy. But you want the beer goggle view of what the protections actually are to stay in place. When they violate The due process of the fucking law. That should say a lot about whether or not you should be in that fucking office, Josh. The 20 AGs who signed that letter were putting Secretary DeVos on notice that we support the current regulations, and if she rolls them back, then she'll have us to deal with further, Shapiro said. Wait a minute, whoa, no, Shapiro. You don't support the current regulations. You support the current interpretation of the regulations. There is a fucking difference. Be honest, you disingenuous little fuck. That's right. I'm calling you a disingenuous little fuck, Josh. Deal with it. It's not like you're going to fucking hear this, but if you were to, deal with it. You're a sleazeball. You're lying out your fucking ass. Because the regulations never changed. It's the interpretation of them that Obama fucking mandated from his almighty fucking throne. When asked what he meant by that, Shapiro replied, "We'll see what actions she takes. What I can tell you is we are committed to ensuring these protections stay in place, and if need be, we'll take legal action to try to protect victims." So translation, we'll see what actions she takes. You have no fucking legal ground to stand on. So you're going to make some bullshit fucking lawsuit and hope you get some fucking activist judge, you stupid fuck. Which is then it'll probably go up to the fucking Supreme Court. And like the last shit, you'll get fucking beat down, you stupid fuck. Deal with it. This is a frivolous fucking thing and you know it. That's why you're not taking action right now. And you're not trying to protect the victims. You're trying to protect a fucking ideology. Because this is all feminist fucking bullshit. And it's been debunked. And where it's been debunked, that's why she wants to fucking roll things back to where due process of fucking law and actual fucking equality prevail. The state's attorney general wants DeVos to retain a 2011 directive, as in a fucking executive order. Or basically what amounts to an executive order, because it's coming from the office of the White House. It has no legal, real binding fucking bullshit to it. I mean, if it was an executive order, it actually would. So it's a fucking directive. It has no legal, binding fucking weight to it. Yet they say that they're trying to misrepresent all this shit, that it's the regulations and all this other stuff. This directive laid out the rules for how schools should handle sexual assault cases and how to interpret Title IX in order to do that. Didn't change Title IX. Didn't fucking change anything except how they look at shit and how they should look at, like, the fact of Title IX and how when a woman says that she was raped, regardless of the evidence, she was raped. They also want the department not to roll back a 2014 document issued by the White House's now disbanded campus rape task force that expanded on the 2011 mandates. You mean the 2011 directive? Mandates? This is what's fucked up. Mandates are something that a fucking king issues. See, this is trying to add like it has fucking weight. This little fucking disingenuous little shitbag writing this, okay, is trying to fucking portray a narrative. And that's when you fucking do this shit. The 2011 mandate. So you mean the 2011 directive, which says you should do these things, and this is how you should look at Title IX. They expanded on that without any fucking authority to do so, because there's some bullshit fucking task force that has no legal fucking authority. Critics claim that the Title IX rules have skimped on due process protections for accused students, while victims' advocates have insisted the federal directives are critical in providing rights for campus rape victims. What rights are they fucking denied? Because I'll tell you right now, with the Title IX rules that the colleges are having to go by, the whole fact is those accused lose their right to due process, lose the right to face their accuser, lose their right to basically, testify in their own defense and shit like that. And they get fucked on the college campus. And these rules, this is what they're trying to leave out. Is these rules only affect colleges. They affect students on whether they will attend there by accusation. Because these rules, which they say the rights of the rape victims, okay, have to be protected. What this means is without due process, without anything, kicking the accused off of campus. Stuff like that. Completely destroying their lives without any actual proof of a crime being committed. Just an accusation. That's not right or fair. That violates due process, especially on a state campus, a state-run institution's campus, if this were to happen. Okay? Following these rules violates law. It violates the fact that these people that are being accused are not getting to go through the legal system. It circumvents it. And it fucking takes away something from them that they don't have the right to take away from these people at that point. Not on an accusation. While we recognize that there is a great deal more that can be done to protect students and agree on the importance of ensuring that investigations are conducted fairly, a rushed, poorly considered effort to roll back current policy sends precisely the wrong message to all students. The attorneys general wrote. Actually, it would be the attorney generals wrote in a letter to DeVos. It would be the attorney generals. They are not attorneys general. They are attorney generals. Learn proper fucking English before you actually criticize something you have no clue about. You little shitbag millennial fucktard. Dude, you're a fucking disingenuous, sleazy fuck like these attorneys. Holy shit. If you actually recognize that there was a great deal more that could be done to protect students, okay, you would actually want things to be rolled back to where you had actual equality and due process of law and our legal system being, as opposed to shit on, honored with this whole thing of due process, innocence until proven innocent until proven guilty, those things that the founding fathers valued. Because the only thing you're talking about only students you're talking about when it comes to protecting them are the people making accusations. No one else. Be honest. Yet there is every indication that's exactly... Whoa. No, this isn't. Yet there is every indication that's exactly the approach your department's taking. No, it isn't. They're not rushing into things. They're rolling things back to what fucking worked before the Obama fucking Saul Alinsky rules for radicals, divide college campuses by fucking gender with this, like he's done with race and everything else, which led to Evergreen fucking State. Okay? Holy fucking shit. Let's put things back to where everything is fair and equal. Because we can't have this equal but more equal fucking bullshit that feminism wants. It's going to destroy our society. Like it already is doing. And we won't have any problems. The Attorneys General focused on comments Jackson made last week to the New York Times, suggesting that 90% of campus rape cases were instances of drunken regret. Jackson apologized and said her remarks were flippant. The third-ranking Democrat in the Senate, Patty Murray of Washington, called on DeVos to fire Jackson over the comments. Why? Because as of late, they've proven to be pretty fucking true. Huh. Could that be why? I think it is. Because overwhelmingly, because of people like Anita Sarkeesian, that's right, I'm calling you out, bitch, saying that, oh, and she hasn't changed her mind on it, so we'll even add her, Lacey Green, that regrets to them, and they've said this, might not have said it verbatim, but they've said it, regret sex is rape. Okay, if you were drunk, had sex, and regretted after the fact, you were raped according to them. Okay, so when that's the case, and all those people are coming forward and going, I was raped. Well, what happened? Oh, well, I got drunk and he had sex with me. No, you consented to sex. You were fucking pretty much sober enough to realize what you were doing, but you were thinking instant gratification, and the beer goggles were making the guy look pretty fucking good. And then, boom, you wake up the next morning, and instead of gnawing your arm off like a guy would consider doing when the whole beer goggle thing takes hold, you go, I was raped. I mean, this has been a trend, a proven fucking trend. So she wasn't wrong in suggesting anything, which I'm sure, this being Buzzfeed, it's being taken out of context and twisted. So after we're done here, I'll go quickly look in the article, and we can see exactly what was said. The group stopped short of calling for Jackson's resignation, writing, we have serious concerns as to whether Ms. Jackson could be entrusted to oversee a fair, thorough process in evaluating the department policies in this area. Why? Because she's actually aware of the facts that overwhelmingly a lot of the rape accusations as of late, since this whole fucking bullshit started, have been women who had drunk sex and then regretted after the fact. Okay. That's what you don't want. You don't want someone who knows that fact, because then you lose your fucking power. You lose your narrative because you can't feed that bullshit to her and have her perpetuate it. Or if they were already a believer, perpetuate it. But she's not. The attorneys asked DeVos not to take any significant steps without further input from people affected by the policies and suggested convening a bipartisan group of state attorneys general. No, it's state attorney generals. And the reason being is because heaven fucking forbid the actual fucking government follow the laws that are set forth, ignore a fucking illegal the illegal ordering and a directive of violating due process, among other things, and actually make sure that everyone's held to the same standard in our legal system. So they should get she should get input from you guys on making things constitutional again, because this is unconstitutional, but yet you want it. That should say a lot. That's fucked up that you guys want to have say on what the fuck they do, and all they're trying to do is bring things back to constitutionality. Oh God, that's fucked up. Goes to show you true colors, though. Remind me to never even visit any of these 20 fucking states. Or 19 states in the... Well, D.C., yeah, that festering cesspool, that might be an exception. But the 19 other states, I would hate to have anything happen to me and then end up going through some fucking kangaroo court that these fuckers approve of. Because that's what they want, is kangaroo fucking courts with this. Many of the attorney generals are also part of a lawsuit against DeVos over changes to college financial aid rules that were meant to protect defrauded students. Actually, no, that's not what it was. We'll take a look at that. But that's just a little fucking funny. It goes to show you that it's these same fucking retards getting together and going after DeVos. That should speak fucking volumes. This is just another salvo of a fucking bullshit attack by these whiny little bitches. I mean, you see, at least the New York Times, though this is probably going to be a very slanted article, is at least a little more hiding of that fact. Campus rape policies get a new look as the accused get DeVos's ear. I mean, just look at, all right, because Buzzfeed isn't looking at like this type of stuff, and I was just trying to look for that one particular thing here, but when they're talking about Candace Jackson, okay, who's a top civil rights official at the Department of Education, all right, talking about how a mother had stumbled upon her son trying to take his own life, okay, listening to her talk about walking in and finding him in the middle of trying to kill himself because his life and future were gone, and he was forever branded a rapist. That's haunting, said Miss Jackson, describing a meeting with a mother of a young man who had been accused of sexual assault 3 months after his first sexual encounter. The young man, who maintained his innocence, had hoped to become a doctor. But that's over now because of being falsely accused of fucking rape. And this little shitbrick at Buzzfeed doesn't understand that. Being accused of something like rape and to be innocent of it, regardless of if you're proven innocent, the damage is fucking done. It takes a permanent effect on your life. It changes who you are. I mean, because I'm sure you're going to always have in the back of your mind, even though I'm innocent and was proven innocent, when is this going to come back to bite me in the face and fucking destroy my life because I made a poor choice and got involved with an unsavory woman, to put it nicely. But you see, critical theory, women say they're raped, and they don't look at the fact of what those false accusations lead to. Because, oh man, we're just fucking shit, we're shit-stained wastes of space, according to feminists and women who just look at using men and trade up, and I mean, yeah, so now, here's another thing, and I'm glad I went to this article, is skimming here. Jackson heads the Education Department's Office of Civil Rights and organized Thursday session made it clear she believes the investigations under the 1972 law known as Title IX have gone deeply awry. A sexual assault survivor herself, she said she sees a red flag that something's not quite right, and that's the rights of the accused students have too often been ignored. I love how this little fucker on Buzzfeed, oh, well, we should go and do this, that, and the other thing, and we should be calling for this, and see, like, the group stopped short. I mean, he's saying that they should be asking, pushing this narrative that Jackson should resign, should have her resignation asked for. little fuck leaves out the fact that this is a woman who is an actual rape victim who's been through it. And she's the one bringing this up because, maybe she might have better insight on, I don't know, actual rape and stupid little bitches that are like, ooh, yeah, I fucked a guy, he looked good with the beer goggles, and now he looks like some fucking troll from under a bridge. Yeah, I was raped. Regret sex. It's rape. Yeah. So, this is a woman who's been through sexual assault. And she's saying shit's fucked up with how Title IX works, or how it's been used. I mean, and this goes, and I'm probably going to, actually looking at this, probably going to end up doing another video on this. But as you can clearly see, this little shipwreck here is misrepresenting things. So, I'm probably going to do another video, as I said, with the actual New York Times article. But when Buzzfeed is pushing this fucking shit, well, when aren't they? But this particular narrative is vile. It's disgusting that it should be, well, fuck due process of law, fuck equality under the law. A woman accuses a man of rape. She's a victim. She's automatically believed, and the guy, he's automatically guilty unless he can prove through some form of a fucking miracle otherwise. It's disgusting that that's how things have become. And Jackson, I gotta give her a lot of credit. I mean, here she is, an actual rape survivor. And she's defending the accused. And she has people demanding her resignation, leaving the fact that she has personal experience in this particular fucking area. Why? Because her personal experience and how it shaped her point of view doesn't fall in line with the fucking narrative. So, now this is what gets me. Is, heaven forbid, for-profit colleges get reined in. This is the lawsuit that they're talking about. Okay, these for-profit colleges, if someone goes, oh no, I got fucked by them, which, to me, these days, a student goes and gets a fucking degree and can't get a job. In their mind, they're going to have been defrauded. And if you're stupid enough to throw your money into a private institution, like, I don't know, University of Phoenix, a DeVry Institute, and your degree don't amount to shit, that's your own fucking problem. And the thing is they can use any fucking excuse. See, the whole point of this one right here that they're trying to use is, they're suing them, is they're trying to take away protections that allow for fucking students to go, I was defrauded, have their fucking degree, and have their debt wiped out. That's the whole point of this. Because it's one of the only loopholes that students have now for the ability to get out of their overwhelming fucking debt that they chose to take on. Because now in bankruptcy, you can't write off your student loans. But, yeah, let's leave that little fact out in your article here. You really are pathetic, Buzzfeed. And so is your little fucking bitch here, Tyler. Anyways, this is the Constitutionalist Libertarian. If you like the video, definitely hit the thumbs up. If you want to see more of my content, subscribe. If you want to be notified of when it comes out, definitely ring that bell. Thank you all. You all have a good one.